All right, if you have seen it in the comments, we have posted on all over social media. We actually have a nice little hype video, but we have the one and only neighborhood bucket in the house as we speak. The one and only Mitchell Muehl. We're trying to get the pronunciation right, but before we get him on the show, we got a little highlight from him. So let's check it out.
Hey, turn it down.
Hear you. Oh. Man, this guy's nice. All right, we here now, and we got the one and only Mitchell Muehl. How you feeling, brother? Can you hear me?
Man, I can hear you loud and clear, man. I'm feeling great. Thanks for having me on, man. I could not wait till this day to come on here.
Woo! FIBA's excited. I'm excited. We got people all around the world excited. Before I even get started, I'm going to give you the floor. Introduce yourself to the people here in Shots Fired.
Yo, what's going on, basketball community? My name is Mitchell Muehl. I'm over here in the Bay Area. I'm just a local social media influencer over here. Just go out to the court, get my shots up. I'll put a little iPhone up, get that footage and just upload whatever I can for you guys. So, hey, man, I'm so glad to be on here. Thanks. That was an amazing intro, by the way.
Oh,
incredible.
Shout out to my man Bleon, who's over there in Europe. He finds these great videos, and I've been watching you. I mean, you broke the internet with that one that you just got buckets. You got people from all over seeing your game, and this is where I'm going to go to my first question. You're from the Bay Area, but you went to junior college at Santa Rosa Junior College, right? Where did you learn this basketball game in junior college or before?
Oh, man, I've been playing basketball since as long as I can remember, man. My earliest memories are dribbling the ball around. So, it really just comes from the love of the game, like when you love it like that, you just, whenever you see a hoop and you got a ball around, you just go put shots up. So that's how I've been my whole life. Like I could be walking with some girls down the street, and if I see a hoop, hey, give me the ball. I'm going to go do the layup or something. You know what I mean? So it just comes from that, really.
This man rather be shooting J's than playing with Cootie Cat. I like that. There's like, girl, no. There's other balls I want to play with. That's what I'm talking.
Yeah, we got time for that later.
Now, also, where did Nate? Now, I watched the interview with you, and they made a lot of nicknames for you. I mean, like Steph Curry. I made my own. I mean, you got Filet Thompson. I made my own one, Dippin' Pippin. Like, it's just, where did neighborhood buckets come from?
Well, that's what ESPN gave me. So the very first time I went viral, almost about a year ago to the date, they said he's a neighborhood bucket, and then they played it on Sports Center and everything. So I figured, hey, I gotta take that and run with it. This is what they gave me, and it fits, man. Like I'm like a suburban celebrity over here. So neighborhood bucket's what it is,
dude. A-list in my mind. And now, as an influencer, we post these videos, and sometimes we pray for it to catch fire. But yours actually did. Walk me through when you posted that video that went millions of views the next morning. What was going through your mind when you woke up and said, "Oh man, I think I'm famous now"?
Well, the first thing you think is this real? Like, did I wake up yet? Like, what's going on? Because you posted at night, and like, if you're like me, you check, hey, how's it doing right now? And it's like, 3,000 or 4,000 views. Hey, that's pretty cool. Then you wake up and your whole inbox is full. You got 99 notifications on every app on your phone. And you're just, oh, what do I do with this? So it's overwhelming, but I've actually gone viral several times now, so I'm starting to get used to it, and I'm just trying to get a little more polish on it.
This man's basking in the ambiance. It's like, yes, royalty. And the funny thing, BMW is calling you the white Escalade, which is actually kind of funny. I actually like. Now, were you a fan of And1 mixtape growing up? And if so, who was your favorite player?
Definitely a fan of And1. But to be honest, I kind of appreciate the fundamentals of the game. So I wasn't really with And1 as much as a lot of my friends were, but come on, man, that thing was like that took over the lexicon, so you couldn't avoid it. But big fan of Professor, man. Like my whole life, I was like, I gotta get on with Professor, man. I just want to get on the court with him, see if I can get some buckets, see if I can stop him from nutmegging me. You know what I mean? Like that.
I've been there. I actually got to play with him one time in the Bay Area with a 3-Ball USA. So, and he's such a great dude. Like if you hit him up, he may do some stuff with you. You never know. The worst thing he can say is no. But have you got to meet him yet, or just like DM him once in a while? I think he's following you.
No, yeah, he just started following me like maybe 2 weeks ago, maybe. Like that was a big. I took that screenshot, sent it to all my friends. I was like, I did it. Can I retire? So
I made it.
Yeah, I haven't talked to him yet. You know, it's on the bucket list though. We'll make it happen.
So now you already talked about fundamentals, and I already had this question. Now we talked about N1. Who in the NBA, no matter what year, who was your favorite player growing up watching, or favorite team that you want to replicate your game around?
Well, I fell in love with the game from Michael Jordan, like you know, like every kid does, right? You know, you see those commercials, you got those VHS tapes, you know, the airtime and all those. So definitely Jordan was who inspired me. But then I kind of, like, given who I am, I modeled my game after a lot of Jason Kidd. You know, he's from the Bay Area here, and I was just a huge Jason Kidd fan, like his whole career. So really modeled him. I think that's where I get a lot of my passing style from. But
yeah,
you know, I'm trying to take something from everybody, whether it's, you know, Manu Ginobili, Larry Bird, like everybody has these specialty traits that you can take a little bit from and kind of add it to your game and just take it to the next level.
Also, you talked about Chris Mullin, which I said is the blackest white dude in the NBA. I mean, Jason Williams, the white chocolate, cool, but Chris Mullin just had that.
Oh, Chris, yeah, he's authentic. Yeah.
It's amazing to watch him. Now, you're a shooter. You are a deadly shooter, and I just want to know: did you have a favorite shooter in the NBA? Because like mine was always Ray Allen. Ray Allen was my sniper. I mean, who was yours? Was it Chris Mullin or somebody else?
You know, there's a lot of people. Chris Mullin being left-handed, you know, I couldn't really go that route too much.
Yeah, gotcha.
But there's a lot of like low-key people, like Mark Price. I used to watch a lot. You know, Steve Kerr getting the shots up, John Paxton. So you know, you just look for it. And you're like, oh, that's smooth, man. Let me see if I can kind of replicate that a little bit. And you go out and so yeah, I would say those guys. Yeah,
gotcha. Now I have to ask. Now you're a big guy. You're a big fluffy guy. When you get on the court, it's just but you're so athletic, and I really want to give you homage with this dude. Because this shot's fired. I got you a couple of shots. But how do you feel when you walk on a court and people look at you up and down and go like, this guy's playing, and then you bust them? Like, what is that feeling like?
I live for that. And you know, it hasn't just happened since I've been big, right? I mean, like when you're a little kid and you go out and play with the bigger kids, they look at you the same way too. So this is something I've been battling my whole life. Like if you want to get better, you want to play against people who think they're better than you, and you overcome that. So I'm always looking for people who doubt me. Like that's what I base my game off of. I always have. So, you know, that's a great feeling when you just get people to be like, oh, okay, he's nice. He's nice. So yeah, definitely, man. That's what I'm doing.
I mean, it's beautiful to watch. And I've listened to your podcast, Neighborhood Bucket. Like, I get you had the last episode back in 2022. Where did you get this such soothing voice? Like, I would want you to read me NBA stories every day. Like, how can you speak so well? Is there a reason why, or it's just you're just born with it?
You know, a lot of it you're just born with, but there's a lot of practice. You know, a lot of late nights staying up on the phone, you know, talking to ladies. So, you know, that's where a lot of it comes from. But, you know, just here in the Bay Area, you know, we have a lingo, you know, a swag to us that kind of just makes you need to talk a little smoother, you know, to try to we don't pronunciate our words fully all the time. So, you know, you draw that out and you kind of understand what we're saying a little bit. So, hey, but I thank my mom.
Thank you, Mom. I mean, also someone says Mr. Lover in the chat, so I don't know if we can thank Mom.
Oh, damn. You got to get me in the studio, maybe. I don't know.
No, definitely, bro. Now, and also, like, I was watching stuff. You have such a great message to, you know, people around when it comes to basketball. And I wanted to put this also on Shots Fired. So you have your own, like, soapbox. Like, with what you're doing, I understand you're playing the game, but I don't want to take words out of your mouth. I want you to explain, like, what is your reason, more deeper reason of playing basketball and posting these videos all online?
Well, I gotta say, a lot of it was just I like to watch myself to try to get better, right? So that's where it starts with.
Mhm,
Now that you're starting to see the ball rolling a little bit and you see
mhm,
what's coming of it,
mhm.
man, it really brings the community together.
Yeah.
Like I know I'm like trying to make myself look great and everything. Like, hey, this is what,
Mhm.
but really it's about everybody coming together,
Yeah.
having a good time,
Mhm.
just living in your own body and just not being like, shy or bashful. And really, basketball is such a great metaphor for life in that way.
Yeah.
So I really just love bringing people together and
Mhm.
just know no matter what you look like, how what box you think you fit in.
Mm,
When
yeah.
you get on the court, you're just another player, and let's work together and let's try to make this happen.
That's what I like to hear. And also, I got two more things for you. You have your own company in the sense of you have your own line, Neighborhood Buckets. And I just want to do right now, my boy Sasha can put, I went on your website, loved it, and I actually purchased one of your hoodies. I got the premium one coming. So
Oh,
I
good.
just
Yeah, you
want
need the
to
premium.
know, it does it run big or run small? Because I got a medium. Is it gonna choke me or am I gonna swim in it? Like I don't know how they fit.
Well, these things are a dream, man. I got to
Mhm,
tell you, like, no matter how it's going to fit your body,
mhm.
it's soft, it's smooth, it's going to feel good, and you'll be able to be mobile in it, man. It's a nice little sweater.
I can't wait. I just see the white ones coming to me in about a week. I'm so excited that I got to talk to you. You're such a dope dude. And I just want you to, again, have your moment right now. If you want to tell anybody, because this is going to be shared on the FIBA page when it comes to Instagram and all over on YouTube, is there anything you want to tell kids or people who are trying to achieve their dream when it comes to basketball or becoming social media influencers that, to help them to give more inspiration for them to do that?
Yeah, man. I mean, first, I would say, follow me at Mitchell Muehl at
Mhm.
pretty much every social media platform you can find me.
Yeah.
But really, man, I just really want to come out here and say, because this is great having this international platform.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love being able, because I read 450 million people who play basketball in the world. So,
Oh, yeah.
hey, man, I just want to tell everybody, not everybody's going to be able to make it to the NBA or,
Mhm.
get world championships. So, what I want to say is basketball is a great game.
Mm.
If you give to the game's going to give back to you. And I just want to say, basketball, I think it's the greatest game in the world.
Mhm.
Treat it right, respect it, and have a great time.
Man, that's great. Like we saw on the guy, Queen, Kennedy being from Cameroon, not letting that stop him playing basketball. And with you on
Yes.
this international stage, I can only imagine how many people are going to watch this and just get more inspired. Like you said, you may be fit in this box, but you can come out of it. And you are inspiration, bro. I'm gonna try and fly to the Bay Area. I'm gonna see if I can take it because I see you passing, I see you shooting, but I think I can
All
take you
right.
one on one. All
All
right.
right. Make sure you bring that A game on your carry on, though. Bring it over here. Just saying.
Mitchell, this was a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us. And again, I'm definitely going to see you again. Good luck to all your success, and I'm going to keep following you and keep watching you.
Hey, thanks, man. It was a great pleasure, man. Keep
All
it
right.
up.
I'll try. Peace out, man. Oh,
Later.
baby. That right there, Mitchell Muehl, this guy, Neighborhood Bucket. This guy is the inspiration to all y'all ballers out there, okay? He loves the game. He respects the game. He's about the fundamentals, but it's the one thing I know he's using his die hardest to bring people together.